let's talking it up Tuesday. As soon as I sit down in my lap. Okay. Now, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I had bought one of those image things that you shine on your house and it moves. And I haven't ever used it yet. Now, this little brat has a weird obsession when it's dark and cars go by and the light reflects, even when it's daytime, and the light reflects on the wall. She tries to chase it. And I'm thinking, wait, having one of those on the house might not be a good idea, because then she's going to try to chase it if it comes in through the bay window. So, now a friend at work of mine pretty much has custody of her grandkids, because their mom is, kind of a deadbeat. And she couldn't find any of their outdoor decorations. Poppy, don't. Not my coffee, man. Don't you touch my coffee. Not quite done with it yet. There's not much left in there, but. And she thinks she accidentally threw them out. And I'm like, well, you can have my thing. my, I don't even know what they go, projector, I guess, is what they call them. And it's the Grinch. Because I realized when I was decorating down here, I literally have no Grinch decorations at all. And I didn't turn it on, but if you look, my one box says Grinchy Christmas. Because there's a lot of Grinch stuff this year. If you go to Walmart, for any of the Black Friday deals, well, if any are left at your Walmart, they had these giant Grinch, pillows. Well, they're kind of like the pillow pets, but, yeah. They're fucking massive, and it's the Grinch. And I'm like... And then I realized, when I'm decorating, I have no Grinch decorations at all, except for that one to shine on the house. And then I realized, yeah, that's gonna be bad because of her. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna give it to her for the grandkids. And, now, even when I had that galaxy light on, she would stare at it, but it would be on the ceiling, so she couldn't, touch it. But it's the Grinch was the original animated Grinch was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I'd watch it every year. And I think Rudolph was my ultimate favorite. And I think it was because he was considered a misfit because his nose glowed. I feel myself a misfit, maybe the black sheep in my family. Then I realized I'm not completely, because my one cousin, I think, is too. For different reasons. Maybe I'm more of a gray. If everybody else is a white sheep, and he's the black sheep, then maybe I'm the gray sheep. I'm like a gray Jedi. I love both sides. You can't have Star Wars without, both, really. And I realized, too, you can't have any story. You can't have any series without bad guys. And I know a lot of people prefer the bad guys over the good guys. For me, it all depends. I've always had a thing for bad guys that turn good. For example, the Ice Age movies. Diego started off as technically a bad guy, and then he turned good. And, I love cats, so of course I'm naturally going to be drawn to the coolest looking cat in the story. And he was the coolest looking cat in this story. Uh, so yeah. Like, you can't have a series without bad guys. Both of them make it work. I mean, that's what makes horror amazing. So, yeah. We'll give her the Grinchy thing. Maybe I'll be able to get a Grinch decoration, because I was like, I thought I had more Christmas decorations, but now I'm realizing, like, well, yeah, I did have a bunch in storage. Most of them, like, I went through this crafty phase of taking baskets and weaving, like, the fake flowers in them, and then putting, like, a candle in the middle of it. So I have a couple baskets that have Christmas flowers in it, and of course a couple of them got messed up, but I just pulled the flowers out and used them for something else. There is another crafty thing I definitely want to do for decoration wise, aside from like those ornaments, but I am going to definitely be making more of them. And I was talking to my friend at work who pretty much keeps her Halloween decorations up all year round. And I was like, would it be weird if I took one of these and painted it a Halloween color? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, because I kind of want to. I'm kind of tempted. I'm like, because it snowed in places on Halloween, so that kind of counts. Like, you can kind of count that, and we can add some glitter to it, because I have silver glitter paint. It's not right here at the moment, but... And, by the way, these glitter paints at Walmart are not even really paint. I feel like it's just glitter glue dumped in a bottle. It's a little more easy to control than... because there's bigger chunks of glitter in there, so they don't... That's not even really glitter, it's more like confetti. More like chunks of confetti that are mixed in with glue. And you spread it with a paintbrush instead of squeezing it out onto your thing. But it definitely adds a nice touch, which is what I used on that one ornament on the ends. And one thing was funny. I have a lot of stuff from places that I've never used, never touched. And most of it, like, I'd gotten on clearance afterwards because I thought I might use it. One of them is this stuff. Now, most people because it's called gift trim. So it's like, okay, so it's basically a substitution for the curling ribbon, which is what most people put on their presents. And I don't go all the way with that because, it's just two people, put her stuff under the tree, put his stuff on the couch. I don't need to put this, I don't need to put name tags. So when I do my ornaments, that becomes, even though these did come with their own little things, like, well, I'll use this for those. In fact, I can use this as well because one of the cool things about this, it's 3 colors twisted into one, and these actually are basically like twisty ties, just very elongated, because they do have wire in them, so you can bend them to shape. So I can untwist them and do the same thing, use them in the ornaments as hangers. And I do have, like, the stupid green hangers, too. Like, I have a ton of those. So it's like I have plenty of stuff to hang the ornaments with. And I definitely need to finish the ones. Now, yesterday I was doing my Tanan Jungle dailies, which I believe I'm about 2 bars away from Exalted. So I'm literally almost there. So it might take 2 or 3 days to finish that shit. Because there's literally 2 of them that I have to get exalted with, and they're kind of on the same track. Like, the Saber Stalkers, I realized, was easy just to farm the rest of it, and then farm the things for the mount. But these 2 I had to keep just doing the dailies. And then I did farm for the pet yesterday, because I was like, fuck it. Because I was listening to RP on Twitch, and was like, alright, I'm just gonna farm for the pet, because that's easy. The mount was a pain in the ass, because it's like 5,000 of those things. And the things you kill drop anywhere from like 2 to 12 or whatever a piece. So sometimes you get a lot, sometimes you get a little, which kind of sucks. But I mean, could always be worse. Oh yeah. And when I was bringing some of my other stuff over to use for craft projects, see, the sharks actually sit flat. So I can just set him on a shelf, like a knick-knack shelf or something, once I paint him. And I know I started to paint one of these, like Rosie the Shark, from Lukey MC's video, when he discovered Rosie in formaldehyde. But maybe we can just make a mystic. I gotta find what I did with that one and continue. Because I wanted to make... Because when I think of Rosie, I thought of rose gold. Because of her name. And I actually used to not really be a fan of gold. But I've grown to like it a little more over the years. But I really, really, really like rose gold. If I had a... Like, I'm a tomboy, so I'm not really into jewelry. I'll wear earrings once a week to keep the holes from closing up. And I do get compliments on some of them. Like, I have so many old earrings. And I need to go through them because some of them are missing their partner. I found out that when my kid was younger, she would take some of them and put them in her LPS, her littlest pet shops. But some of them also just, fell apart because of, the way they're made. They're not made the greatest. But one thing I do wear as far as jewelry goes, rings. And it's always hard to find ones that, fit properly. But as far as my earring collection, I need to take out the oddballs that are broken or missing pairs and try to come up with something creative with them. Because one of them is actual, like, Christmas ball ornaments. And the thing popped off the top that has the hook to hang it in your ear on the one pair. So I'm like, well, I could, like, find a way to hang it off the bottom of one of these, or maybe even just make it its own ornament and... I don't know. Figure something out. To decorate something with it. But, like, and even those little wooden things that I got off of Amazon, there's, like, 6 or 7 different Christmas tree shapes. I'm like, I could literally make a frame around a canvas with those and just alternate them. Like, that would be a frame and then put, like, a picture in it or something. I need to get my freaking Instax Mini out and start using it again, because I've taken a few pictures with it just playing around, but they do take very small pictures, so it kind of... I mean, you know what? I honestly miss having a film camera. I really, as stupid as that may sound, I miss having just a straight up, and I do have film cameras, but conveniently getting the film developed is a whole nother matter, because Walmart stopped doing it as far as I know. Like, you literally have to go to a pharmacy, and I'm just like, ugh. Last thing I want to do is go anywhere else for anything. Like, if it ain't at Walmart, I don't fucking want it. Unless it's gas for the car. Like, I hate going places anymore. I just really do. It's just no fun. But, yeah, I miss using a phone camera. Really. It's the good old days sometimes. But hey, at least we got a lot of Throwback Thursday stuff to share for next year. Because that is what Thursday is going to be switched to. Tuesday is going to be switched as well. Now, the only thing is, with the days of the week, not trying to copy anybody, but y'all know how Good Mythical Morning, at the end of their daily routine, or their daily video, they spin the wheel of mythicality. Well, I'm trying to make it so that at the end of every vlog, it is going to be some type of announcement for the next video. Now, those videos aren't necessarily going to be... They're probably going to end up being shorts at that point. I mean, it depends on what they are. And I think Friday's going to end up being 2, because I'm changing Friday to Artsy Fartsy Friday. So if you think about it, there's 2 possibilities for Fridays. Art, obviously, and then the fart chart. I just need it to be the right temperature and not raining so I can go the fuck outside and tie-dye these stupid socks for sock puppets. And I need to buy some damn polyfill to put in them, because I think what I had in my polyfill I stuffed in my beanbag chair. I need to close that damn thing up because it's leaking the stupid little balls everywhere. Beanbag chairs are a very, very bad idea. Unless you can get one that's just solid plush, but those are always expensive as shit. Now they do have, I know this year they brought out giant squishmallow chairs. But it's like, I want a chair for Stu to sit on, but I don't want a beanbag chair. I don't want a squishmallow chair. I want a standard either wooden child's chair or even like one of those old plastic ones we all had in freaking kindergarten. I don't know how many of y'all remember those. Or even they may even had them in Sunday school, I don't know. But yeah, like, I want one of those, because it's not as wide. It doesn't take up as much space. Plus, with a chair like that, you can, like, decorate it. Like, you can wrap decorations and shit around it. But Stu needs a place to sit. Right now, he's sitting on a freaking stool, but I need an actual... I kind of want an actual chair for him. I want to do more with him. I want to do more videos with him. And I've kind of had random ideas pop in of where I can incorporate him into, you know, other things. And, just because, you know, he is funny, and I could always, like, dress him up in certain things, because I got stuff that'll fit him, like, hats that won't fit my head, but they fit his perfectly. So, like, whenever I use them, I can try to have something different on him. But I definitely, and I know I'd made a playlist, Stu the Skeleton, and yeah, that didn't last, because I just kind of didn't have the ideas, the inspiration for that I wish I had. But, I mean, as I grow, inspiration keeps coming, so it is what it is. I'll let y'all go. Thank y'all for watching this Talking It Up Tuesday. It's another cold day. I think this whole week is pretty much just going to be cold. And get through it, and then off tomorrow. I may get that random urge to stream tomorrow on Twitch. I don't know. Kind of want to try that anniversary server out and see what it's like. We shall see. I'll let y'all know tomorrow morning. Stay safe and have a good day.